ранен. Это предварительные сведения. Со СМИ снято события, грузинские войска расстреливают миротворцев.
Now, you've seen all the violence that's been going on in Georgia itself. Now, this root of the problem actually goes way before time, before the Soviet Union itself actually collapsed. And this, basically, when the Soviet Union collapsed, it automatically set rules of how should the territories be divided. And I'm telling you, the way that Stalin wanted it, that's how it became. Basically, everybody is running. There's a lot of people running. Basically, these tanks are just shooting everywhere. Supposedly, there's a lot of activity. A lot of people are being hurt, and the Russians are sending the army out, and that's what you're going to see in the next clip here. Now, Ossetia, and Abkhaz were two parts of the region in Georgia that never got along with Georgia itself, mainly because it had it was a mixture of culture. You know what I mean? It's Russians, then there's the Georgians, and they got together along, and they have kids and whatnot, and it's an area that's very, very difficult. And here are the tanks themselves. This is a Russian tank coming into Ossetia towards Georgia. There were 98 people killed who were Russians, who were 18 years old or so, and they were actually just doing, the usual thing where they were at the base, just controlling and taking care of security measures in Ossetia. Also, the tanks disrupted the downtown area and killed about 1,000 other people. And with this, the Russians came to help. The war and terror. Here it is in Georgia's backyard and Russia's. And these are the pictures that you're seeing. There's been more than at least 1,400 dead after more than 24 hours of war. This man right here is responsible for what happened in Ossetia itself. And I'm just shocked myself to see that here he would take such measures to break an independent country as a city. It has been actually recognized as a country. It's unbelievable. It's totally unbelievable, and it's not worth the death. And this is what's going on live. There were 98 people killed who were Russians, who were 18 years old or so, and they were actually just doing the usual thing where they were at the base, just controlling and taking care of security measures in Ossetia. Also, the tanks disrupted the downtown area and killed about 1,000 other people. And with this, the Russians came to help. Now, the American media itself always says that that they just skim through the thing. They don't go to distance to realize what it really is. And I'm telling you that today, in today's world, I just want to inform our American people that that it was actually Georgia's fault in the beginning. No matter how far it goes, the Russians what they did is just to scare off the enemy and save the people of Ossetia. This is just my view, but no, it's not true. That a country of the size of Russia would actually in itself attack out of the blue a small country like Georgia. And why would it do that? It would destroy it into pieces if it really wanted to do that. It just wants there to protect the interests of its own people. And this is my message of the show for today, and get back to you sometime soon.